What's up? It's Tice, and in this video, I'm going to go over the exact blueprint that I've personally used to source over 100 phones a month with phone flipping. Now, most people think that hitting 100 phones a month means hustling harder and grinding harder and doing more outreach on Marketplace, reaching out to more people every day, and that's wrong, right? It means actually building a system to have inbound leads come to you, a little bit of outbound, and in this video, I'll show you the exact blueprint of what actually got me to be able to source over 100 phones a month. And I've actually been able to do this for plenty of other people. Like I have a phone flipping mentorship, and some of the people that are in there are sourcing 100 phones, 200 phones, even like 300 phones a month, some of those people in there. So I know what I'm doing when it comes to this topic, because I've done it for myself and also plenty of other people. So whether you're at 0 phones a month or you're at 50, 60 phones a month, I'm going to teach you exactly what I personally did to get to 100, 200, 300. So now let's actually break down the math of how actually simple it is, because it's very simple, right? It's not easy, but it's simple. So the reason why I'm saying 100 phones a month is because roughly you need about 100 phones a month to get to $10,000 in profit. So in able to get to $10,000 in profit, you need about 100 phones a month to hit that number. So 100 phones a month is 25 phones a week, and that's about 3 to 4 phones a day. So once you break it down to that you need to only be picking up 3 to 4 phones per day, you only need to be doing 3 to 4 meetups per day to make $10,000 profit in a month. It sounds a lot more doable. It sounds a lot more doable. And just to be able to get 3 to 4 phones a day, you need about 10 to 15 leads a day. And I'm going to go over exactly how to get this right here. How to get these 10 to 15 leads a day, which if you get 10 to 15 leads a day, this just comes with it. 3 to 4 phones a day just comes with it. 25 phones a week, it just comes with it, right? So you want to be focusing on actually getting the leads and as much leads as humanly possible, right? So how do we actually get 10 to 15 leads a day? Well, this is how. So first of all, you're going to need inbound leads, and the next thing you're going to need is outbound leads, right? Very simple business pillars right here. So you need inbound leads, which means basically just people coming to you, people reaching out to you, people seeing you, and then outbound leads, that's like more like cold outreach and you reaching out to other people, right? So these are the only ways to get phones. And if you have the more sourcing strategies you have, the more phones you're going to bring in, because there's more likely, I don't know how to say it, but obviously there's more phones going to be coming in if you diversify the way you're sourcing your phones, and you're not just using outreach or just using marketplace posts or just using organic content. If you have the more sourcing strategies you have, the more phones you're going to get, the more people are going to see your offer that you buy phones, right? So first thing is inbound lead flow. So this, if I'm going to be completely honest, this alone, paid ads, this could get you to 100 phones a month alone. I've had months where I've bought over 100 phones in a single month just from a paid ad. Now I'll explain exactly why, because obviously with paid ads, you meet people through them who have phones in bulk, you get referrals, there's a lot of things that happen when you run these paid ads. So let's dive a little bit deeper on these paid ads first, because this is probably the biggest. If there's anything that you disregard, don't disregard this, because this is the one thing that this is the only thing in this whole entire lead flow freaking system. This is the only thing that if you just do this one thing, you could get to 100 phones a month just by this. You can't get to 100 phones a month just by business cards, just by marketplace posts, or just by organic content. And you can't get to 100 phones a month just by doing outreach. But you could get to 100 phones a month just by doing paid ads. So let me break this down on actually why, just real quick. Let me just break down actually why. So first of all, if you're running your ads, first of all, you need a good ad. You can't just slap a picture on or any video on. You need an actual good winning ad that you know is proven to work, or that's been tested, that has good ad copy, everything like that. You need an actual good creative. You can't just slap an ad on and expect it to get you 100 phones a month, right? So if you need any help with ads and you actually want me to help you personally to actually get a winning ad, a winning Facebook ad for phone flipping, you could click the first link in the description if you want to work with me, and I'll help you out with the ads and just phone flipping in general. But the reason why these paid ads are so crazy profitable is because if you have one winning ad, you do an ad one time the right way, it could run for months and get you 100 phones every single month, right? Because you're meeting people. Like me personally, I've met people through my Facebook ads that get phones in bulk. So I've met suppliers personally. I met suppliers, and what I mean by supplier is kind of just someone who also does phone flipping. They just get phones at a lower price than we buy them for, right? So we're able to make profit off them. They're making profit, I'm making profit, and they bring me phones in bulk. Whether it's 10 phones a week, 20 phones a week, or 50 phones a week, they're bringing me phones in bulk. And I've met all those people that I've done business with. They have reached out to me through Facebook paid ads. Whereas if I was just doing marketplace outreach, I would have never met those people in the first place because they saw my ad and they reached out to me. So, I mean, the longer you run this ad, it's going to compound. Like over time, it's like a snowball effect. It's just going to compound. The more people see your ad, the more eyeballs you get on your ad, and the more people know that you pay cash for phones. So it just keeps snowballing and snowballing and snowballing. So paid ads is definitely the one thing I would implement. That if I was really serious about getting to 100 phones a month, this is the one thing I would never disregard ever, because this is really this is like the main character of all this. And then these are kind of just like little background things that will get you more phones, right? So Facebook paid ads is like the big like must have, the big pillar. If you actually want to get to 100 phones a month, Facebook paid ads is like the big pillar in your business. And all these things are little background characters. That's how I see phone flipping. These are going to bring you the most phones, the most serious leads. This is going to bring you the most serious connections. And this is what's going to bring you probably out of those 100 phones a month. Like I said, you could get 100 phones a month just from that. But out of those 100 phones a month, I would say about probably 70 of them or 75 of them are going to come through Facebook paid ads. And then obviously you'll have, maybe 5 phones a month coming from referrals from business cards, maybe like 5 phones a month coming from, some marketplace posts. But obviously it all varies. But this is like the big heavy hitter. Now, that's Facebook paid ads. You need those. If you want to hit 100 phones a month, you need them. Like no questions asked. You need to be running paid ads. You have to be running paid ads. Next thing is business cards. So from every single lead you meet, no matter where the lead came from, whether it was an inbound lead or an outbound lead, someone you reached out to, you should be giving all of these leads your business cards, right? Because you want them to refer you to more people. And believe it or not, this actually happens. Like it actually happens. It's people actually refer you to other people if you just let them know. If you just say, hey, if you incentivize them, tell them you'll give them some money if they get a friend to sell you a phone. That's what I personally do. And it actually brings phones in, because who doesn't want to make an extra 10, 20 bucks, right? People do. People who are desperate for cash will refer a friend for 10 bucks, 20 bucks. Next thing is marketplace posts. So this is also a very good way. For some people, it doesn't work as well. Some people don't really do it the right way. But this is not something that is, so, I mean, first of all, marketplace post is really just posting a picture of, like, I have several tutorials on how to do it on my YouTube here, but it's really just posting in like local Facebook. It's posting on Facebook Marketplace, but you're listing it in local Facebook, like buy and sell groups and yard sale groups and stuff like that in your local area. And this will get a decent amount of eyeballs, but it's not for, it's to keep it up long term, right? Like I've had marketplace posts up. I do it on different accounts because you want to be doing this on a burner account. If you're doing marketplace posts, you want to be doing it on a burner account, because your account could get banned, because obviously you're not allowed to post an ad on Facebook Marketplace. Like it's for listing stuff. And you're listing like cash for phones, like we pay cash for phones. And this is actually a very good way to get phones. Like it's actually a very good way to get phones if you do it the right way. A lot of people don't do it the right way. And for some people, if they do it the right way, there's some things that you need to tweak sometimes to kind of make it actually perform well. Because I do have tutorials on how to do it on my YouTube, but There's some things that you kind of need to tweak to actually get more views or certain things. But these are something that is like, it's like long term. You want to be posting these every single day. Like every single day, you want to be posting a marketplace post. And I promise you, it will bring in leads. This is not for something like marketplace posts. This is not like you'll post it and you'll get 5, 10, 20 messages. This is like you'll post it and you'll get throughout the month, you'll get maybe per post, maybe like 2, 3, 4 messages. But it's not like a giant amount of volume thing. It's like I said, you'll be getting maybe 5, maybe 6 phones a month from marketplace posts, but it adds on. So if you actually want to hit 100 phones a month, actually get to $10,000 of profit a month, it is something. It's better than nothing, right? So this is not going to bring you 10, 20 messages a day like Facebook ads are, but this will bring you maybe a message, 2 messages, maybe 5 messages a week. And maybe out of those 5 messages, you could close 1 person, 2 people, right? So it's worth it. It's worth doing because it takes literally 2 minutes. And obviously, the more you put yourself out there, the more you're posting, the more you're doing, the more bound you are to actually get lucky, right? This is with everything. If you keep your Facebook ad running, your Instagram ad running, you run it every single day, you're bound to get lucky. You give business cards out to every single person you meet up with. You post on Marketplace every single day, and you're posting organic content every single day. The more bound you are to actually get lucky, right? Because if you show up every single day, you're not going to miss a lucky day because you're there every day. Like one of my clients does marketplace posts, doesn't get a lot of people to reach out to him, but there was one day where he did get somebody to reach out to him, and he ended up making $600 profit off 2 phones. $600 profit off 2 phones from some random person on marketplace posts, right? So it will come in clutch one day because he was like, I had some leads from my Facebook ad, but I didn't close anyone from my Facebook ads, and I thought I was done for the day. And then somebody reached out to me through a marketplace post, ended up making $600 profit for the day. And I was supposed to be dry that whole day. So it will come in clutch in times like that. So that's why you need to be doing everything. Because like I said, you're not going to miss a lucky day if you're doing all of these every single day. You're going to get a lucky day eventually. Next thing is organic content. So this is stuff that you could post. Like I have examples everywhere of like organic content. So this is stuff like posting on Instagram. A lot of people don't like to do this. That's why there's the 1% of phone flippers actually make a lot of money, because the 1% of phone flippers are posting organic content, posting stuff on Instagram Reels and TikTok of them buying phones. Because not only does this actually bring leads to you and get a shit ton of eyeballs on your business, but this will build a lot of trust, because a lot of people think phone flippers are kind of like scammers in a way. Like when you ask for the IMEI and shit, like people think you are scammers a lot of times. And phone flippers are very untrustworthy. Even as it is, just any business in general, or just any person in general, nowadays we are in a very deep trust recession where people don't trust anybody, right? People don't trust, let me make myself a little bigger. People don't trust anybody for shit. No matter what business you're in, no matter what you're doing, people don't trust anybody. So by posting organic content, like Instagram Reels or TikToks of you actually with a customer buying phones, it tells people this guy's trustworthy. This guy actually buys phones. Oh, look, he says he buys cracked phones. In this video, he's actually buying a cracked phone. It just makes people feel a little bit safer about actually selling a phone to you, because this alone will make you blow out your competition by 1,000%, because nobody's really doing this, right? Like if there's 10 people running ads in your area, you should definitely be doing these. Like if there's a bunch of people running ads in your area, you should definitely be posting organic content, because it's going to make you stick out like crazy. Because if I see 5 Facebook paid ads and I have a better price from this person, but I don't see any legit proof of him meeting up with anybody, he's not that nice, and I don't know if he's actually like serious about this. And then I see another phone flippers ad, but he maybe offers me a little bit of a lower price, and I click on his profile, and like just think of it as a customer standpoint. I click on his profile, or like a woman's standpoint, because obviously it's going to be a little bit more sketchy if like you're just a woman meeting up with this dude who's saying he buys phones, and then I go click on this dude's Instagram reel or click on his profile, and then I see tons of videos with him meeting up with other women. And I'm going to be like, oh, well, I feel safe. Like in this video, he's meeting up with this mom and he's buying her phone. He gives her the cash right there. Oh, this is sick. And in this video, he's meeting up with a girl who's a teenager and she was safe and he bought her phone from her. So it's like, take it as somebody in that perspective. It's like kind of a little extreme, the point I brought it to, but take it from that perspective. If you're like, put yourself in like a woman's mind, because obviously, you know, it's a lot different if like you're a man meeting up with another dude, but like put yourself in like a woman's mind and be like, if I clicked on this dude's profile and there was nothing, I would probably be a little sketch. I would probably bring my pepper spray, you know what I'm saying? But like if I click on this dude's meetup, if I click on this dude's Instagram or TikTok and I see he has videos every single day of him meeting up with dudes and other women and moms and teenagers and everything, I'm going to be like, oh, this dude clearly meets up with people every single day. He's clearly giving them the cash. He's clearly obviously buying them their phone. And he sounds pretty cool. He sounds pretty nice. I'm going to go with that dude all day. Right? So that's just something to keep in mind. Because like I said, we're in a big trust recession where people don't trust anybody for shit. So by doing that, you stick out like a sore thumb. Like you stick out like crazy. So that's all the inbound lead flow that I personally use to actually get phones and inbound leads, people to reach out to you. I feel like this is the best way to get phones right here. And there's also outbound leads. So me personally, for outbound leads, I don't do a whole bunch of cold outreach and reach out to people every single day, like 30, 40, 50 people a day. I personally don't do that. I just have a marketplace bot that kind of scans. It notifies me every single time a phone is listed on Facebook Marketplace, basically is what it does. So, yeah, every single time a phone is listed on Facebook Marketplace, whatever it is, the app notifies me and I just reach out to somebody right there. So I could be wherever. So instead of like logging on Marketplace every 10, 20, 30 minutes and checking if there's a phone and there not being a phone, or I just get notified when somebody lists a phone and I'll just reach out to them right there. Like whether I'm at the gym or I'm just chilling, getting some work done, or I'm on the shitter, whatever it is, dude, I'll just send the person a message right there, right away, because the second they list that phone, you're getting notified. And so if you're obviously the first person to message them with quick cash, you're more likely to actually close that deal. So yeah, this is the system, the sourcing systems I personally use to get to 100 phones a month. Now here's some important things to actually remember with this whole entire thing is consistent ad posting. Like I said, marketplace posts. If you post every single day, you're not going to miss a lucky day. Same thing with Facebook paid ads. You want to be leaving your ads up. You don't want to pause your ad or shut it off at any point in time. You don't want to shut off your ad. You don't want to pause it or anything. Don't do anything like that. You want to keep it up consistently because that'll bring more eyeballs. It'll just completely snowball. And like I said, you're not going to miss a lucky day. Next thing is follow up with leads daily. So if you are getting leads from every single one of these, and some of the conversations fizzle out or somebody didn't agree on your price or whatever it is, follow up with them daily. Like follow up with them the next day. Just you want to kind of be like that annoying person, but you have to be that annoying person if you actually want to be getting phones, right? So follow up with your leads daily, because some people forget. Some people were texting you on their way to pick up their kid from school. Some people were, going to sleep, or some people had a bad day or took a nap, whatever it is. People forget things. So follow up with leads every single day. And the next thing is just reinvest your profits. So every single phone that you buy, put that and you sell, put the profit right back into, put it back in ad spend. That's definitely the biggest thing, is putting it back in ad spend and also buying more phones. So that'll obviously make you a lot more money and get you to 100 phones a month a lot quicker, which will be $10,000 profit a month. So if you want help with any of this, you want my personal one-on-one help with phone flipping, you could click the first link in the description. It'll bring you to this page. It's just an explainer video to see, if I could help you or not. So if you want help with scaling your phone flipping business to $10,000 profit a month, you could click that first link in the description. And if we're a good fit, I'll work with you and help you out with all of this. So yeah, that's that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.